Alright, you guys, I'm kicking off this video a little uniquely. It's currently 2:36. I don't know if you could see it, but it's 2:36 right now. The Canadian game, round 32, kicks off in literally less than an hour, half an hour. I'm gonna give my Canadian predictions real quick on this game, and then I'll run through the rest of the games that we have coming up this week. Canada versus South Africa kick off the round of 32. I'm taking Canada to win this game. I do think the game goes over 90 minutes, so we're going to see extra time. I also think that South Africa is going to score the first goal. But when you look at Canada, you have the home field advantage. Jonathan David is playing in his prime peak right now. He's been scoring goals. The reason why I think Canada's going to struggle versus South Africa team is because, one, they struggled in the group stage. They struggled to get out of the group stage. Canada only had 4 points total, right? They tied of Bosnia for third place, but they both had 4 points. The only reason Canada got past the stage was mainly because of them being able to score a lot more goals throughout the group stage, and they had a plus goal differential. They had 5. Bosnia had -1. So I also think Alphonso Davies, coming off an injury in the club season, is starting to find his form. It's going to be interesting to see what he does, but I do think that Canada is going to win this game, but it's not going to be done in 90 minutes. So Canada's my first team to move on in the round of 32. I could give a score prediction. I think it'll be 3-2 Canada, and it's going to end in extra time in 120 minutes. I'll catch you guys on the rest. I'll try to upload the video tomorrow or tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get it done here in a little bit. I got some things to go do, but round of 32 kicks off with Canada, South Africa. I'm taking Canada to be my first team in the round of 16.
As you guys know, I had to do a separate video for the Canada game. Canada ended up winning in 90 minutes. I didn't think that would happen. I thought it was going to go to at least extra time, full 120 minutes, but Canada snuck one in at the last minute. Kind of upset about that as a U.S. fan, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Got my new jersey to the collection. I've been wanting a Messi jersey for years now. He's the GOAT. You could debate me if you want. There's no debate anymore. Messi's the GOAT. Greatest of all time. Cristiano is nowhere to be found in this whole tournament. Messi's the GOAT. Argentina probably going to go to the final at this point. So, round of 16, I'm going to break down the rest of my predictions, and let's get our final 16 out the way. Brazil versus Japan. I'm taking Brazil. Vinny Jr. is on a mission. They just look like the stronger team. Japan is missing 3 starters, including Kubo, the midfielder for Liverpool. So they're missing players. They've been missing players the whole tournament. Japan have been strong. They've looked good, but Brazil just looks more complete. I'm taking Brazil in this game. So let's go with Brazil. Germany versus Paraguay. USA obviously embarrassed Paraguay, the first group game for USA. I don't think Paraguay they don't have confidence. Germany's starting to put it together. It looks like Sané is starting to come around, and Joshua Kimmich is playing really well. I think Germany's just the more complete team, so I'm going to go with Germany for this game. They could be upset easily, but you just never know with these things. So I will go with Germany for the Germany versus Paraguay game. I just think they're the more the more organized team right now. I think Paraguay is still trying to figure out who they really are after having such a good qualifying run. But Netherlands versus Morocco. This one is hard. I think that I don't think this should be around the 32 match, honestly, because this is more like a quarterfinal, semifinal even. Morocco is a overlooked team. People don't understand that they have some quality players. Like I mentioned, Hakeem, Brahim Diaz. They have some Premier League defenders in there. I mean, they have a complete team, right? And I think Morocco is a team you don't want to play right now. They're playing with confidence. They have a defensive edge. I think this game goes the full 120 plus penalties because the Dutch play the same way. The Netherlands play the same exact way. So I think this game goes the full 120 plus penalties. I'm gonna go with Morocco though. Morocco will win in penalties, just like they knocked off Spain and Portugal in 2022, where Argentina won the championship. Or I'm sorry, where Argentina won the World Cup. Morocco win in penalties, and that's going to be a shocker to everybody. Just because the Netherlands is projected to get to the quarterfinals, and unfortunately, I don't think they will. Ivory Coast versus Norway. Norway's, first of all, they have one of the best fan bases that has showed up. The Orange Army is one of the best fan bases that showed up, but Norway with the is just amazing to see at every single game. I think the fans will be behind Norway in this game versus Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast though is sneaky. I do think that they take Norway to 120 minutes. I don't think Ivory Coast is good enough to beat Norway, but we've seen upsets happen, and this is an upset that could happen. I think Ivory Coast is going to give Norway a really, really hard match, but Norway will win in 120 minutes, I feel like, and they might even win it in 90 minutes. I mean, Holland's going for the golden boot, so yeah, that'll be a good one to definitely watch. France versus Sweden. I mean, there's not much to say. You know, France is the best team in this tournament on paper. When you watch every France game, they've won every game by a minimum of 2 goals. Um, Dembele just had a hat trick with, I mean, France really. I mean, they played Norway's second team, but I mean, Dembele having hat trick in 25 minutes. Mbappe has 4 goals total this tournament, 3 or 4. Again, in the Golden Boot race. And France has Cherokee coming off the bench. They have Michael Olise playing beautiful. Chouameni. It's just this France team. I'm taking France against Sweden. Sweden has showed promise, and if they were playing anybody else except France and some of these other teams, probably playing a second place team, I think Sweden would advance. But France is the stronger team. France will win this one and gonna keep on going in this tournament. Mexico versus Ecuador. This one's gonna surprise a lot of people. Mexico has won every game so far in the group stage, but they've struggled. You know, South Africa, they were 2-0. South Africa going on to 9 men, and they can't do anything, right? Mexico have won games. They've dominated on defense, but they haven't really shown much attack. Ecuador has got off to a slow start. Ecuador has now picked it up, and now Ecuador is a team to watch. I believe they just beat Germany 2-1, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I am taking Ecuador in this one. I mean, Ecuador topped the group. You know, they did beat Germany. They topped the group. I'm taking Ecuador versus the co-hosts. I don't think Mexico. I know people are so high on them, but I don't think they're going to get out of the round of 32, and that's going to be pretty embarrassing for them. And they have home field advantage. I think the upset that we see in this round is going to be Ecuador. So give me Ecuador in that one. England versus Congo. Congo is a beautiful story. I mean, 9 out of 10 African nations made it to the round of 32 out of the 10 that qualified. That's beautiful. I think Congo is a good story, but England is going to be England's England. You know, they got off to a slow start versus Panama. Panama was a team that didn't score 1 goal this tournament. So England has had its ups and downs. Harry Kane seems to be in top-notch form. I'm taking England, obviously, the stronger team in this one. And we go to Belgium versus Senegal. Senegal needed 3 goals against Iraq to advance as a third-place team. They got 5. Senegal they have a knob they could turn on when they need to. Belgium, again, another team like Ecuador, slow start. They look like they're in form now. Like Kevin De Bruyne, Jeremy Doku, they look good. They look amazing. Thibaut Courtois in in the goal is looking good as well. Belgium is on a heater, and this is the team we would face for USA once we advance. So I don't know if I want to see this Belgian team, but I'm not saying it's not impossible to beat them. Senegal could beat them. I just don't see it happening. This game is probably also potential of extra time. I think we see a lot of extra time games this in the round of 32. So a lot of tired legs going into the round of 16, but I think it'll be good for the most part. And I'm just excited to see what happens. So give me Belgium. I think Belgium will beat Senegal and unfortunately end their hopes of around the 16 berth. USA versus Bosnia. USA is the surprise team of this tournament, hands down. Um, I'm even blown away by it. I mean, I picked Turkey to win the group. That kind of shows me as not someone that knows what I'm talking about. I kind of feel stupid with that now because the last, I don't know, 8 years of watching USA, you just kind of guess like, okay, you know, they're gonna struggle. They're gonna have this. They're gonna have that. USA have looked like one of the best teams in this tournament. They're playing well. They just lost to Turkey. Granted, they didn't have a lot of their starters in, which is kind of like a momentum concern for me. But USA versus Bosnia. Bosnia play very slow. They don't attack too much. They try to wear you down with their defense, try to hold the ball. They want to beat you with the possession game, right? So Bosnia want to beat you with the possession and have the majority of the ball the whole game and then kind of hit you at the end or take you like they did with Italy, take them to penalties. They did beat Italy in penalties to get to the World Cup. Do not ignore that fact, right? Do not sleep on this team. Do not just think, oh, they're not that good. They don't have a lot of talent. No, Bosnia is not as easy as people would think it's going to be. But I still have USA prevailing, coming out on top, and going to the round of 16 where we will possibly, most likely, play Belgium, and that's going to be interesting. Spain versus Austria. Austria had that last-minute header to tie the game versus Algeria. That was beautiful. Austria made it through the group stage. I don't think I even picked them to make it through, if I'm not mistaken. No, I didn't. So, Austria has surprised me pretty well, but they play Spain. And Spain is Spain, right? I mean, you can't disregard Spain. I'm going Spain. They're one of the favorites to win the tournament. They haven't looked that good, right? I think Yamin is starting to pick it up a little bit. But Pedri and Dani Olmo, those other players don't look so dominant. Kind of concerning a little bit for me. I have higher hopes for Spain. I do think Spain make it far, and it looks like USA would play them in the quarterfinals right now, which is kind of scary for US fans. But for right now, Spain does not look at the top of the form. You'd probably want to hope that they're the same if they get to the quarters, and USA has a chance, right? But I'm taking Spain versus Austria. Portugal versus Croatia. Now, the last World Cup for Luka Modric and Cristiano, both Real Madrid teammates, long time ago. The best days to be a Real Madrid fan. So, Portugal hasn't looked good, right? Cristiano doesn't look good. It looks like the team's split in three. There's different egos, right? There's players not passing each other the ball, not trying to find each other in the empty spaces. Too many offsides. So people are trying to cheat too much, right? I'm sorry, players are trying to cheat a little too much. I don't think Portugal's in a good form. However, this is Cristiano's last World Cup. I don't think they're going to lose to Croatia. So I'm taking Portugal just because of what it means for Cristiano. These players know that. They understand that. Another game that could be an upset. Croatia could upset 100%. I don't think it's going to happen. If it does, well, you know what? Oh, well. I'm not a Portugal fan. Portugal is the reason why Hungary is not here, right? I'm a Messi fan, not an Argentina fan. it says a lot because I am a Real Madrid fan. But as soon as Messi left Barcelona, I started to realize his greatness a little more because I wasn't hating so much. I'm a Messi fan, and I don't want to see Cristiano struggle, but also I don't believe in him, and I don't think Portugal is going to go far past Croatia. So Croatia, you guys, I'm sorry, you guys haven't looked good. Really, they have not looked that good. They struggled versus England. They let Harry Kane score a bunch of goals. I mean, they just don't look that good. So Croatia, they go home early. Switzerland versus Algeria. I think Algeria has gone farther than many people expected. I think they were kind of in a lopsided group with them and Argentina. They have a good fan base, really passionate fan base. I wouldn't be surprised if they do upset Switzerland, but Switzerland have kind of picked it up a little bit more than Algeria has. So I'm taking Switzerland to win this game. But I don't think Switzerland will go far past this round. Australia versus Egypt. Australia looked good against Paraguay. Or no, I'm sorry, looked good against Turkey. USA didn't look so good against. Paraguay was right? That game ended in 0-0. Egypt have looked good. Egypt have made it past the group stage for the first time. So Mo Salah's playing great, and those players are playing around him. Give me Egypt. I'm gonna take Egypt. They got the momentum going into this game. Australia's just not. They're just not good enough to hold Egypt. So I think Egypt advance. Argentina versus Cabo Verde. What a surprise, Cabo Verde. I mean, Cabo. Who would have expected this? Just like Congo, who would have expected this? I will say that they did get second in the group. Uruguay was the biggest upset in this tournament so far. They finished third, and they had 2 points, so they didn't advance as a third place team. I mean, Cabo, they tied in every single game, right? They got 3 points by tying. I mean, 1-1-1-1, right? So Cabo did his job. They got through as a third place team. I mean, it's great. Or no, I'm sorry, as a second place team. They got through as a second place team, and that just shows a lot about Cabo. So, definitely think that Cabo has surprised a lot of people in this tournament. They finished second of 3 points. It just shows you that that group underperformed. Um, despite for Spain, but that's history. It was Spain, right? Yeah, Spain, Uruguay. I mean, Uruguay just what a disappointment. Beautiful story. I mean, they celebrated getting out of the group like it was a World Cup win for them. So they've already won the World Cup. Everything else past this is just extra for them. You're playing Messi though, and that goalie has a hell of a story. Big props to that goalie. He's a hell of a player. I'll give him that. But you're playing Messi, Lautaro Martinez, Julian Alvarez. You're playing Mick Callister. Oof, I'm sorry, but Argentina will win this game. This doesn't have upset factor over. You never know. Cabo might push Argentina to penalties or extra time, but Argentina's playing out of their mind. Messi has 6 goals in 3 games, right? He's the GOAT. The GOAT's not losing to Cabo. And if that happens, that's going to be really awkward. But I don't think it's going to happen. Argentina win versus Cabo. And then finally we have Colombia versus Ghana. Ghana, I don't know what they got going on down there. They got this witch doctor casting spells on players. Maybe he cast one on Luis Diaz. I don't know, but Colombia looked good. They struggled against Portugal a little bit. That offside call was BS. Colombia should have won that game or that match. Ghana's good, right? I think it's unfortunate they have Colombia as a round of 32 matchup because they could go farther in this tournament if they had anybody else. But Colombia, I'm going with Colombia. I think Colombia I think the fans and FIFA and the world want to see Colombia versus Argentina in the quarterfinals. I think that's where it could happen, or semifinals, quarterfinals, or semifinals. People want to see that. I want to see that. So I think Colombia advance in this one, and I think Ghana has had a good tournament. So let me see where Ghana finished. Yeah, so Ghana finished third with 4 points. I mean, they finished behind England and Croatia. So I think Ghana has had a good tournament. Semino, I mean, he's been pretty good. So, um, but I think Colombia is just more motivated, unfortunately, and I think they're gonna be tough to tame. I think this game ends in 90 minutes, honestly. But Ghana could definitely push them to extra time there and penalties even. But I think Colombia prevail. Colombia will advance, and that concludes my round of 32. Vamos Argentina, and of course go USA. I want to see USA go as far as possible. It's been a tough few years watching them, tough 8 to 10 years of watching them struggle, pain, so much pain. So, but don't overlook Bosnia, my fellow USA fans. Do not overlook them. Don't start these crazy like we want you. We're gonna be no. I don't like be humble, please, because you don't want to play around if there's a Bosnian team. Don't forget they knocked out the Italians of making it to their third consecutive World Cup. They knocked the Italians out of not making their third consecutive World Cup. That's pretty big. Okay, even though the Italian team is not as good as they once were, still Italy. Soccer, I'm sorry, football is their number one thing. So don't overlook Bosnia, but I do have USA winning that game, and I'll see you guys in the round of 16. As usual, the GOAT finally got this jersey in my collection. This has been waiting for me. So see you guys around the 16. Deuces.